right, Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, YAHAWASHI, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honor to the apostles and the elders, GMS, who rule well, teach well, being great examples to his younger brothers. And peace and blessing, salutation, hopefully they got there pushing his word and truth and in sincerity across the four winds in the name of YAHAWASHI, pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to the hopeful elect, the believers, the listeners, whom have came back to the obedience of the scripture through faith in YAHAWASHI. And what I want to get into today, just dealing with how, there's a great division, happening amongst Israel. And the division, is simple. Either you're with YAHAWASHI, or you're not. Either you're going to reverence the authority of YAHAWASHI, and submit, to their standing, to their order, that was set up by the Heavenly Father, all right? Or you're going to buck up and rebel and make yourself an enemy to the throne, man. Jake, in these last times, is making himself an enemy to the throne. And they're leading multitudes of Israel in the mind frame, to treat YAHAWASHI, with no reverence. Now, when you go to Matthew 12 and 30, all right, you read it, it says, "He that is not with me is against me, and he that gathereth not with me scattereth abroad." And it's only two things that's happening, man. All right, either you're being gathered, and how is Israel being gathered? Through the word. Who is the word? YAHAWASHI. So either you're being gathered by YAHAWASHI, or you're being scattered. Or you're being scattered by some other way. Because now the elect is being gathered by this word. The elect is unified by the word, by the doctrine. And like I always say, you gotta think. Jake act like, YAHAWASHI was just a made-up character. Like he really didn't walk the earth. Like he really wasn't amongst Israel. Like he really didn't get hatred, from a lot of his people. All these things happen, man. And it's happening again. Except now it's the spirit of YAHAWASHI that's on his men. And just like YAHAWASHI said, we have to drink of that same cup. So we're dealing with the exact same spirits that YAHAWASHI dealt with. Those same rebellious, proud spirits that YAHAWASHI was dealing with. We're dealing with the same thing, and we have to understand that. And you people that's listening, all right, you watching multiple camps and you confused talking about a favorite camp. Because at the end of the day, if you pretty much following these guys after after these few weeks, after all they've done, then pretty much you're none of YAHAWASHI's, man. And that's what it's coming down to. Pretty much you're none of YAHAWASHI, because the scriptures say how, this YAHAWASHI sheep hear his voice and follow him. All right? Another they will not follow. Roughly paraphrasing in St. John 10th chapter, they say another they will not follow. So if you are still locked in with these guys, all right, there's a great chance that you're not YAHAWASHI's, man. Unless something just, you gotta, it's written in your story to come back a certain way. You see, but where you at now, where you staying now, it's not looking good, man. Cause you gotta think, you brothers, all right, you few sisters that's watching, you gotta ask yourself, if YAHAWASHI, cause see, the division comes from YAHAWASHI. That's the division, period. It's either you with YAHAWASHI or not. And your action's gonna show. Now, let's prove it. Now, with YAHAWASHI, if YAHAWASHI was here today, would he be with IUIC, and would he allow IUIC to call him Jesus Christ? No, yes or no question. These are all yes or no questions. If YAHAWASHI was here today, will he be with ISUPK, and will he be cool with them saying John the Baptist not in the truth. Solomon had the mark of the beast. There's many mark of the beast. Alright. Go get the potion. Alright, stick your arm out. Will Yahawashi be amongst it? And that will be acceptable, man. You know? Will Yahawashi would have been at the last Sakari Passover? Will Yahawashi be with the Crips and Bloods? You see? You gotta ask yourself, these are yes or no questions. Will Yahawashi be with the doctrine that Sakari is pushing right now? Will Yahawashi dismiss the book of Hebrews from the scriptures? Or any book? You know? And for every Israelite camp that ever took pictures with guns, will Yahawashi been with it? Will Yahawashi been in those pictures, man? These are all yes or no questions. And that's the division. Jake make it complicated, like you gotta have a 2-3 hour debate with Jake about the scriptures. No, will Yahawashi been in the midst of what these guys doing? Look at their actions, man. And that's the division there. So either you're gathering with Yahawashi because it's his spirit that's gathering, you know, through the word, you know. So either you will be gathering, all right, with Yahawashi and building our people up, first of all, to endure the chaos that's to come, you know, and then to have a mindset, develop a mindset of understanding the authority that Yahawashi has received from the Father, man. You know? Because ain't no rebellion going into the kingdom, man. And all Jake is doing is leading a great rebellion amongst Israel. That's all Jake is doing, man. And not just the Sakari, all these guys that I named. If you ever took pictures with guns and you haven't repented, you lumped up in there too, man. So that's the point, you know. I just want to bring that out, you know, since this is one of the main topics is going on, because at the end of the day, we're gonna worship Yahawashi and we're gonna push Yahawashi, man. You know, and these videos are to edify the elect and seal their understanding, increase their understanding, man. You know, you Israelites, you do what you do, man. Do you, and you follow who you gonna follow, man. All right, we just gonna push this word and deal with those that are like-minded. You know, so with that, I'm gonna give all praise and glory to Yahawashi Yahawashi, Ba'ashem Kakadash. You know, double honors to the apostles and elders. You know, DTA, Abba, soon.